Guys, Mr. TTB here, and it is finally, I just want to hug it. It is finally time. We are going to build the ultimate, or my ultimate white whale set. We are going to build the Ghostbusters Firehouse. We're going to do it as we always do. We're going to hyperlapse it so you guys can come along for the build process. And I think probably when we get to the end of each floor, I'll cut in, just show you a little bit inside. And then at the very, very, very end, we will introduce Ecto to her new home. Guys, I am so excited and ready for this. Mrs. L has already prepared us a base plate, a Mills plate of the correct size. This is going to be a big old girl. This is going to be a hell of a build, this. I cannot wait. So we are looking at a base plate and a half. So we're looking at a 48 by 32. It is going to be a fair size. We're doing it on light bluish grey, I think the colour is. We're going to do it on that because ultimately it's all going to be pretty much covered anyway. And eventually when it goes into the city, it'll all be coloured. It'll all be covered. So yeah, this is the base plate. This is the box. Oh my days, I can't wait. Guys, we're going to get this open. So this is Lego set number 75827. There is 4,634 pieces in this set. The minifigures it comes with, so it comes with obviously the Ghostbusters, so we're talking about Raymond Stantz, it's coming with Egon Spengler, it's coming with Peter Venkman, it's coming with Winston Zeddemore, it's coming with Dana, it's coming with Tully, it's coming with Janine, it's coming with a zombie driver, which is cool as hell. It comes with the library ghost, which has got both variations of her face and hair. So where she's the nice, quiet librarian to the scary librarian. And then it comes with a pink ghost, a blue ghost, and it comes with a Slimer. This is so exciting. There's a containment zone inside there. Oh my days, there is so much. Now, obviously, this is a set that opens up. So when it comes to the city, it's going to be a little bit wasted because it will all be closed up and won't be opened. But when we build it into the city, we may leave space on the correct side enough for us to be able to just have a little peek inside it eventually. So guys, yes, this is, oh my days, I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at, and I don't want to show you too much. But yeah, we've got the fire pole, we've got Slimer, we've got Janine shouting, "We got one!" Well, I tell you what, I've got one now. I have got my ultimate white whale set. Ladies and gentlemen, come with us as we build the LEGO Ghostbusters Firehouse. Are we ready? Because I know I am. In the words of the immortal Ghostbusters, who are you going to call? Guys, welcome back to yet another hyperlapse from me here, Chris, Mr. TTB, where we ain't afraid of no ghost, but we are slightly afraid of losing a 1x1 round tile on the carpet. Today we're diving headfirst into one of LEGO's most iconic retired sets. As you all know, we're talking about the LEGO Ghostbusters Firehouse. This is set number 75827, which was originally released in 2016, and now it's rarer than Slimer skipping leg day. This beast is around 8 kilos, and it's a massive love letter to the Ghostbusters franchise. It comes in at 4,634 pieces. It's basically the LEGO equivalent of Trapping Gozer. Massive, satisfying, and just a little bit over the top, not unlike myself. The detail is mind-blowing. You've got the lab, the ghost containment unit, Janine's desk, the fire pole, essential for those dramatic exits, and even a kitchen so the team can carb load on pizza between hauntings. It opens up like a dollhouse, but not just any dollhouse. It opens up like a dollhouse that contains a full-size Ecto 1 garage bay and more scientific equipment than Egon's Christmas list. Right, a couple of things that I found whilst building this, so some basic hard-earned wisdom from someone who's done it and lived to tell the tale. Please, 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 although Mrs. L will disagree with this, sort your bricks by colour and size before you start. You honestly will thank me later when you're not tearing your hair out looking for that dark tan 1x2 tile buried in a sea of that unbelievable amount of reddish brown. Watch your hinges. The wall swing mechanism is sturdy, but if you misalign it by at least half a stud, it'll make you feel like you've crossed the streams. And we all know you never ever cross the streams. Finally, build space. This thing is massive. I've got quite a large white desk. Don't be the person who starts it on a small coffee table and ends up banishing a cat to the hallway, which may have happened once or twice in previous builds in this house. LEGO really went to town on the movie references here. You get minifigures of the full original crew, Venkman, Egon, Ray and Winston, plus you get Dana, Louie, Janine, and of course Slimer. Slimer comes with hot dogs because apparently spectral beings still need a snack mid-haunting, obviously. You also get the library ghost, you get some pink slime, and the containment unit where you can store your kind of minifig spooks. And can we talk about that fire pole? Every time I spin a minifigure down it, all I hear in my head is Ray's voice going, "You got to try this pole." There's even a bathroom, believe it or not, because when you've had one too many Stay Puft marshmallows, sometimes saving New York has to wait. So, I know what you're all thinking. Should you add the Ghostbusters Firehouse to your collection? Well, if you can find it for a price that doesn't require selling your soul to Vigo the Carpathian, absolutely. It is a massive centerpiece build, packed with nostalgia, technical skill, and enough character to make even the most hardened AFOL grin like Slimer at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some ghosts to bust, or maybe some dust to bust off my other retired modulars. I'm going to throw it back for my final thoughts. Guys, it is done. I'm going to do a quick little bit about it now. I'm then going to take you guys inside, show you the internals, show you a quick overview of the outside, and then I'll bring you back for my final thoughts at the end. But what an unbelievable build that was. As a child of the 80s, as a massive Ghostbusters fan, I remember my mum telling me that she queued up for hours trying to get me a proton pack back in the day when I was a wee bairn. This has been a massive nostalgia hit. It's a little bittersweet as well because I finished it now. And it is a set I have wanted for a very long time. And I'm a little bit like, oh. I've even got the LEGO Ideas Ecto that is done and dusted. I'm not quite sure what I do next now. I'm a little bit like, maybe I need to find a rebrickable and build a massive Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to come onto the side of the building or something. Who knows? Guys, I'm going to bring you over and then I'll bring you back for my final thoughts. So as promised, guys, I'm going to give you a quick, well, not a quick look, I'm going to give you a little bit of a detailed look inside. Let's get this unbelievable firehouse open. And straight away you can see, let's bring a nice light over so you guys can see it a little bit better. I know it's a bit of a mood lighting, but we love that. So up the top here, we've got some really crazy details. So we've got the pool table. We've got Miss Sigourney Weaver and Rick Moranis there. As you the gatekeeper, we all know that scene. We've got Egon over there, Egon with his proton pack on his back, and then coming down a little bit further we've got a nice little table area with the toaster from Ghostbusters 2, the one that they put the slime in that starts dancing to Your Love. We all know that song. Your Love, that one. And then in there we've got a little arcade machine with a Stay Puft Marshmallow face on, which I think is unbelievable. Got a nice little bedroom section. A lovely toilet. With the old ooze coming out of the toilet. Come down. So yeah, Raymond's stance ready to come down already. So we just pan out a little bit and the one got me needs to put his legs in, sorry. There we go, and down he comes down the fire pole to the bottom. It's a cracking little feature, I love that. Let's just put that leg back out so he can stay up there. And then obviously we've got a librarian ghost there about to be captured by a trap that I've set. We've got Janine who's about to answer the phone, but she turns around and she sees the ghost, and you can tell by the look on her face she is not best happy. We managed to put Ecto in as well, so we've got Ecto in here. We've got the guys. So obviously Mr. Stantz doesn't have his proton pack on, but that's because his proton pack is inside his locker. So as soon as he's ready to come and grab that, that's what he's on his way for. And one last little feature, I guess, over here, we've got the containment chamber. Remember, as they say, if the light is green, the trap is clean. So guys, that is the inside of the Ghostbusters Firehouse. There is some other details, you know, you've got the bell on the wall that sits just over there. Got some cool little, I have had a manoeuvre around of some of these box elements and some of these tile pieces. I've moved them just purely because I wanted to put Ecto in as well, just to give you guys the full effect. Because obviously this doesn't come with a Firehouse, this is the LEGO Ideas set that you've previously seen me build and stuff. I'm just going to make a note of them little kitchen elements there, printed pieces. Yeah, and one of my favourite elements in the entire build is this boombox at the back here that is actually a singular piece, a LEGO piece, and it's all like latticed work on the speakers and stuff like that. It is actually like a real speaker, it's really cool. And then yeah, there's some stickered elements obviously. But guys, yeah, that's the inside of the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Look at that, let's get a light in there so you can have a proper look. Nice bit of mood light in there, guys. Looks amazing. And there we go, this is the external of the firehouse, the outside with Ecto just poking out. We've got the ghost ghoul taxi driver there. We've got Mr. Venkman. Venkman's just been slimed. He's covered in slime. And speaking of slime, there is Slimer himself with a hot dog. We've got some other cool ghouly and ghosty elements. We've got Mr. Winston Zeddemore, the amazing Ernie Hudson just there, chasing after them with his trap. And yeah, as you can tell, the colours are amazing. What I'll do is I will just cut in a quick picture right here now. And obviously that is the firehouse in real life. So we were lucky enough to visit that in 2020. So it is amazing. Fun little fact, when we cut back in, you guys pay attention to the t-shirt I'm wearing. So this door on the side of the firehouse, in real life, we knocked on this door. We got to go inside. We got to see the Ghostbusters 2 logo, I think it was, on the wall. On the inside, the light up logo, which was hanging on the front of here in the film. And the t-shirt I'm wearing was bought from inside there, from one of the guys in the firehouse. So yeah, the colours are amazing. I was a little bit worried about some of the reds, because obviously brittle brown and brittle red. I've had no issues at all. And there is quite a bit of brown in this, so we've had no issues at all to report. It does just look absolutely amazing, doesn't it? What an amazing set. Can understand why it goes for the money it goes for. Yes, it's taken me a while to build. Unfortunately, I've not been too well, but we've got there in the end. Guys, I'm going to come back now for my final thoughts and let you know exactly what I thought of this amazing LEGO Ghostbusters Firehouse build. Set number 75827. So there we go. And as I just mentioned, yes, this is that very t-shirt. It says Ladder 8, Tribeca, New York City. And it's got the Ghostbusters insignia basically on the front of it. I will get Mrs. L to do a close-up shot and I'll insert that now. So as promised, there is the Ladder 8. I don't know whether the camera picks it up, but just in there you can see it's hook. So it's got fire, hook and ladder. So hook and Ladder 8. I'm not sure whether that was too blurry or not, but we'll find out when the footage comes out. But yeah, Tribeca NYC, and then as Mr. L turns round, you'll see that amazing decal on the back. So yeah, that was from knocking on the door of the firehouse. $20 a t-shirt. Most firehouses in New York will open the door if you knock on it. So if you go into New York and you knock on one of their firehouse doors, bearing in mind that they're all working firehouses, so you've got to give them time. They need to sleep, they need to eat and all the rest of it. But yeah, $20, and it normally goes towards the upkeep of the firehouse and some certain charities and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my claim to fame of knocking on that exact door. If Mrs. L can just come down there on the side of the firehouse right there and get in this t-shirt in real life. So, final thoughts. Set number 75827, 4,634 pieces. The LEGO Ghostbusters Firehouse. Obviously, Ecto 1 is a separate build. That is the LEGO Ideas set. But it just was right. It had to be in there for this video. It just looks right, doesn't it? Yeah, so final thoughts. Unbelievable. What an unbelievable build. I even let, whether you may have noticed in the time lapse, I even let my amazing wife do a full bag. I let Mrs. L do a full bag in the Ghostbusters Firehouse. No, dog, I didn't let you have a go. The dog is scratching over there. The dog doesn't have opposable thumb, so he couldn't put the pieces in place. He tried, but it wasn't happening. So yeah, final thoughts. Amazing set, amazing set, amazing set. That's basically all I've got to say for it. The detail on the inside, from the scenes to little nods to Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2, are just fantastic. I love the fact that you get quite a few minifigs with it. You know, you get the taxi driver, and then on the inside we've got the librarian ghost. Must admit, you get two different forms of the librarian ghost. So you can have her before she's super scary, when she's just standing there giving it the old shh. So, well, I say standing there, I mean, she's a free-formed apparition, I think is what Raymond Stantz calls her, or something along them lines. But yeah, just quickly on the inside, obviously we've got Sigourney Weaver's character, we've got Rick Moranis' character. Big shout out to Rick Moranis as well, who disappeared from the limelight not long after doing a couple more films after this, decided he wanted to step away. So a little unknown actor for a lot of people these days, but played a massive pivotal part in this and a few other amazing films from kind of the 80s and 90s. And then obviously Egon Spengler and Janine sat down there in the bottom. Whether it be the toilet elements with the kind of the slime, you've then got the ooze and the toaster. It's just amazing. Yeah, maybe we need to build a big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and a big Statue of Liberty. I've got a small Statue of Liberty brickhead to build, but I don't think that's quite going to cut it. So yeah, in terms of my most favourite set of all time, I think from a nostalgia point of view, it 100% is. From a build point of view, it was really, 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 really good. Slightly repetitive. A lot of red brick, as you can see. A lot of grey tile as well. But the nostalgia got me through it. There wasn't one part of this build that I didn't enjoy. Like, genuinely, that I didn't enjoy. I'm absolutely gutted it's finished now. Like, honestly, I'm absolutely gutted it's finished. And it's on a Mills plate, so it's all done and dusted, ready to go into the city when we get round to it. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this type of content, please let me know. If you're a fan of 80s kind of pop culture and memorabilia and 80s based Lego sets, whether it be this, Back to the Future, anything like that, please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. I've got the DeLorean. Would you like to see a review on the DeLorean? I've got that. Would you like me to take it apart and rebuild it? That's not a bad shout. Because with that build, you can do Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. I've built it to number 1. We can always take it apart and do number 2. And maybe number 3. Who knows? But yeah, if you've enjoyed this type of content, please consider giving me a massive thumbs up. Drop me a sub if you don't already. I need to give a massive shout out to all of the people over the last month that have subscribed. We've gone from 500 to 830 almost, which is unbelievable. So thank you so much to everybody that's joined and come along for the ride. Considering as well, I've been extremely poorly and this is my first upload in 2 weeks. So you guys are unbelievable. What an amazing Lego set. Oh, I've just missed a trick. I've just noticed that on the box they've got Sigourney Weaver and Rick Moranis on the top. Let's do it on the fly where you guys are here. Let's see if we can't replicate that little scene from the box. Hold on. We'll put them back together. Let's get Rick. Let's get him perched right on the top. And then we've got no Dana, only Zool. Right on the edge. There we go. Just like the box. You guys might not be able to see that, but it is just there. There we go. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.